What exactly is WrestleMania? It's more than just an event. It is a spectacle. 8 years ago, when this company started, nobody could have expected the expanse and the momentum that would drive us into the future. From humble beginnings to a phenomenon watched around the world. Tonight is the grandest stage of them all. You will absorb the drama, you will experience their chaos, and you will bear witness as wrestlers become immortalised in the annals of pro wrestling history. In the fight of their lives, tonight is their night, and now is their time. Sure, most of you already know that, but for the rest of you, welcome to No Limits Wrestling, and welcome to WrestleMania.
We said that WrestleMania 3 was the biggest show we'd ever done, but tonight it's going to blow that out of the water. Welcome to No Limits Wrestling WrestleMania, the 4th WrestleMania. Tonight we will see the world title defended in a triple threat contest. Stone Cold Steve Austin takes on Randy Orton. All that and more live here tonight. And what a way to kick off the evening with this, the Money in the Bank ladder match. 8 of this company's best do battle for that briefcase. The winner, the first man to climb the ladder and grab the briefcase that ensures they can have a world title match anytime, any place. Here comes the first man, someone who's no stranger to championship gold, a former multi-time tag team champion here in this company, looking to win his first singles gold in No Limits Wrestling. He is only one of 8 though, is Jeff Hardy. Here's somebody who has the whole of the 4 horsemen backing him. The Cowboy Hangman Page, and Adam Page, as a protege of Ric Flair and Cody Rhodes, is looking to win the briefcase on behalf of the injured Intercontinental Champion Cody, who was originally set to be in this match until Hangman graciously took his place. But it was a tremendous opportunity for him, as it is all of these guys, especially this man, someone who's coming off a loss this past week on NLW, losing his X Division Championship. But can Marty Scurll bounce back and use his villainous ways to win Money in the Bank? It would be glorious for Marty, but it would be that much more glorious for this guy, Bobby Roode. Roode debuting just before the Royal Rumble. He has been on a tear on the Metal brand, and he's looking to continue momentum in this ladder match. It may not play to his strengths though, being an all-rounded wrestler. The aerial assassin, on the other hand, this could very well play into his strengths. We've seen what he can do with ladders, the brand new X Division champion as of last week on NLW, winning a fatal 4-way to take the title from Marty Scurll. We saw him hit a reverse 630 moonsault off the top of a ladder. What has he got in store for this match tonight? And when we talk about ladders, this man has been climbing the ladder of success on metal. He debuted at the Royal Rumble to much fanfare, then this past week secured a huge victory over AJ Styles to become the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. We look forward to seeing that match when it happens. But here's somebody who's not looking forward to anything except for pain and destruction, which he can inflict in this ladder match tonight. Pentagon Jr. has had a shot at the NLW World Championship before, and he came this close to dethroning Seth Rollins, who will be in action later tonight, defending his title in a triple threat. And now the 8th spot The eighth and final man. The phenomenal AJ Styles. The only man in this match to have won Money in the Bank here in NLW before. He won it at our first WrestleMania, and afterwards he successfully cashed in Money in the Bank to take the NLW World Championship from Sting in a record-breaking reign. He's looking for some more history to be added to his name. He would love to become Metalweight Champion in the future, I'm sure. And there you see the prize, which all 8 of these guys are fighting for, and this matchup is underway. All 8 men squaring off. Zayn and Penta battling on the outside now. Bobby Roode stomping on the spine of Marty as AJ goes in behind him, and there's the first use of a ladder driven off the skull of Sami Zayn, courtesy of Pentagon, and now some poetry in motion, helped out by AJ Styles, but Styles now being dragged out to the outside. Every man for himself when you see the brainbuster on the floor on that ladder to AJ Styles. Marty taken off his feet by Hangman, and there's a handspring kick from Will Ospreay, who takes out Pentagon Jr. And what is he thinking now? He's known for his innovative offense. What is he thinking now? Sasuke special! Using the ladder as a springboard. He needed a lot of grip on that one. The Sasuke special up that ladder rampway, and now Zayn in the ring. He's got a ladder. What's he planning on doing here? Zayn not bothering to move it. Look out! Tope Conroy through the ladder. In fact, he used the ladder to elevate himself further, pushing his way off of it to deliver that diving senton over the top rope. And where is AJ Styles going? We told you they'd risk life and limb, and already! Shimmy star press from the top of the ladder to the outside. Barely a minute into this contest, and this crowd is already electrified. The WrestleMania, the 4th edition, here in NLW. What is Hangman Adam Page thinking on the top rope? The moonsault, holding on to that ladder and taking out everything in sight. Bodies strewn across ringside already. An intense contest. A lot of replays to catch up on here. First the Sasuke special from Ospreay, then the tope through the ladder. AJ Styles risking life and limb. He's got Money in the Bank experience. He used it there with that shooting star press, and finally the moonsault, holding the ladder. And a drop kick from Jeff Hardy. This is the 3rd Money in the Bank ladder match in NLW history. First was won by AJ Styles, second was held by Tetsuya Naito. He still holds the Metalweight Championship. He'll defend it tonight against Kurt Angle. But Marty couldn't defend himself from that backdrop onto the ladder. And now Jeff, mean streak in him. He qualified for this match by defeating his brother Matt. Using that ladder as a springboard again. The 450 onto Marty in the ladder. The villain feeling very unwell after having his sternum crushed. And Jeff Hardy wasting no time, rapidly climbing that ladder, but there's the glorious Bobby Roode to put a stop to it. Into promotional action to kick off WrestleMania. Bobby Roode from Metal, Jeff Hardy from NLW gets sent down with the glorious DDT from the ladder. Roode spiking Hardy, who is in a daze at the moment. And that indeed was glorious, as much as the fans dislike it. But there's a super kick from Pentagon. Pentagon Jr. with a great mean streak in him. But there's AJ Styles to put a stop to it. Drop kicks the ladder over, and Pentagon falls to the outside. Now it's AJ Styles' turn. Can he become the second man that, well, I should say, win Money in the Bank for the 2nd time? Moonsault and the neck breaker to Zayn from the ladder, though. You got to be quick on your feet in this one, because there are bodies and there are men coming at you from all angles. And now look at that, the speed of Marty. He needs this win after losing the X Division Championship on NLW. Both AJ and Marty fighting on the top. Meanwhile, Hangman Page on the other ladder with a sunset bomb suplex combination. The suplex position, I don't know who got the worst of that, but I can tell you that Hangman is now in a great position to climb, but look out, there's Ospreay with the poison spike Rana. Hangman Page bounced out of the ring off of that poison Rana, and Ospreay climbs, but Hardy sees him. Jeff pushing the ladder over, but look out for a flying assassin. Expertly done by Will Ospreay, shifting his momentum to deliver some offense. Although he's still hurt, he's still down. First of all, this brutal spike poison Rana bouncing out Adam Page, and then Jeff Hardy tipping the ladder over, only for Ospreay to turn it into a moonsault. But Jeff Hardy is the one left standing. Or is he? In comes Pentagon Jr. with that backflip into the powerbomb. Now Jeff Hardy's down. And Sami Zayn takes all the impact on his spine, getting backdropped onto that ladder. You heard the impact on Zayn's body, and that ladder thrown right at the face of Pentagon by Bobby Roode, who is now looking. What's he doing? He's putting a ladder up now. May give him some extra support as he tries to climb. There you go, it's a quicker route to success. Trying to grab the briefcase as he set the ladder up. Pentagon though follows him and drops down onto the ladder, and there it is! Mexican Destroyer spiking Bobby Roode from the ladder, compressing his spine in the process. A lot of replays here. Such incredible action, we have to see it twice. Jumping down and delivering the Destroyer onto the glorious Bobby Roode. Not feeling so glorious right now. It is Pentagon who is displaying zero fear as he climbs. He is looking to win Money in the Bank, grab the briefcase, but here comes Marty Scurll. The villain now has one hand on the briefcase, but Pentagon gonna stop it with a chop. Now it's Penta. Can he get it? No! Has the fingers and breaks the fingers. Marty Scurll breaking Pentagon's fingers. Sunset bomb to the freaking ladder. Jesus Christ. Penta bounced back into the air and came crashing down. This is all for that briefcase, the opportunity to fulfill your destiny. The sunset bomb from Marty to the ladder to Pentagon's body, and it looks as if Pentagon may not be able to continue, and it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Super kick from Marty floating over. He's in control. Oh well, I was going to say he was in control, not anymore after getting that ladder plastered in his face by Sami Zayn, who now with a tornado buckled DDT. We saw him execute that move en route to a victory against AJ Styles to become #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, and look out, there's Adam Page, the teammate of the Intercontinental Champion. Maybe looking to soften up Sami Zayn ahead of Zayn's match with Page's friend Cody Rhodes. Now the ladder placed across like a platform, but Jeff Hardy stops any further damage to Zayn, and he takes out Hangman. Meanwhile in the ring, it's a battle between AJ Styles and Will Ospreay. Who is going to grab the briefcase? Meanwhile on the outside, what the hell is Jeff Hardy thinking? Hardy climbing to the top of the ladder. Meanwhile, in the ring, Spanish Fly. Spanish Fly from the top of the ladder from Ospreay to AJ. And the former world champion is out on his back at the moment. Meanwhile, what the hell is going through Jeff Hardy's mind? Oh my God! Swanton bomb from the top of the ladder, but he crashes and burns, snapping that ladder in half. What more are these men willing to risk? The Swanton crashes and burns. Zayn moved out of the way, and Hardy goes through the ladder, but Zayn in the ring with the blue thunder bomb to the glorious Bobby Roode. What an opening contest here at WrestleMania. This is just setting the tone, folks, and look at that, went for the Helluva Kick. Got his knee caught up in the ladder. Now there's Roode's opportunity to go and... Oh, I was going to say it's Roode's opportunity, but there's Marty. Marty climbing the ladder. Zayn with his leg tangled. Roode with a hand on the briefcase. Oh my, look out though. Chicken wing. The crossface chicken wing on the top of the ladder. Bobby Roode fading fast. His carotid artery being choked out by Skull, and the villain drops him to the floor. The villain now, with both flares on the briefcase, but Hangman Page moves the ladder away, and Marty Scurll is hanging, holding on for dear life. And a spear! Spears him in midair! And ensures the match continues. What will it take to win this one? We've seen these men shorten their careers, all for that briefcase, all to be the world champion at some point in the future. A huge spear, 20 feet drop for Marty. And I think Hangman can't move either. I don't think Hangman can continue. And Adam Page... Oh, wait a minute, what the hell? And it's Hangman Page's Horseman brethren, the Intercontinental Champion Cody Rhodes, who is injured at the moment. That's why he's not in this match. I mean, wait a minute. Hang on a minute. Oh, give me a break. He's not injured. Cody Rhodes faking his injury. And he tried to climb and grab the briefcase on behalf of Hangman. But AJ Styles was there to meet him. Cody in trouble. Oh my God, the Styles Clash from the top of the ladder. The Intercontinental Champion clearly healed from his so-called meniscus tear. And now AJ poised to win. No! Helluva Kick from Sami Zayn wipes out AJ Styles. And Zayn's the one left standing. Sami Zayn, can he do it? Can he fulfill his destiny? Has a hand on the briefcase, but Ospreay springs in like Spider-Man. Zayn puts himself off, but moonsault lands on his feet. Now powerbomb position, got him, but the code red on the ladder from Sami Zayn. The underdog from the underground is moments away. Oh, where the hell did he come from? Jeff Hardy with a chair and a ladder. How is Hardy standing? And now, oh my God, the twist of fate. In that chair, now storming on his face and spitting on him as well. Jeff Hardy, absolutely vicious, savage. And Jeff Hardy is Mr. Money in the Bank. What a war! What a battle! These 8 men risking it all, but ultimately it is Jeff Hardy, the charismatic enigma, who walks away with the briefcase and the opportunity of a lifetime to challenge for the NLW World Championship any time he chooses. But what a contest that preceded that. First of all, Cody Rhodes getting hit with a Styles Clash. Zayn took out AJ. Then this, the Code Red. On the ladder to Will Ospreay. We thought Zayn was the last one standing, but he got took out by Jeff Hardy, who was absolutely vicious in this assault of Sami Zayn, stomping his head in with a steel chair and then spitting on him. And you heard at the end of that match some vocal boos from this audience towards Jeff Hardy. And they may not like his methods, but he is successful. And there are a lot of people who are very happy to see Jeff Hardy win this one, regardless of how savage he was in the process. No doubt, he has earned it. He has earned this opportunity. Any man who won that match would have earned it, but ultimately, it is the Extreme, the charismatic enigma, who walks away with the briefcase and an opportunity at the NLW World Championship anytime he wants. And that was only the start. What more is going to happen here tonight at WrestleMania? Welcome back to WrestleMania, folks. Coming up next, it is a match we've been waiting for. A match Adam Cole has certainly been waiting for ever since he debuted in No Limits Wrestling. Adam Cole set to go one-on-one with the Doctor of Thuganomics, John Cena. And this match has been brewing ever since Adam Cole returned to NLW at the Royal Rumble. Adam Cole says that it is his time, that is now, but John Cena begs to differ. He lives fast, he fights hard, and that is apropos for his strategy here tonight. Adam Cole, the leader of the Undisputed Era, is what John Cena has to contend with here tonight. Cena eliminated Adam Cole from the Royal Rumble, and it was there that Adam Cole first unleashed the Undisputed Era here in No Limits Wrestling. The team of Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and their leader, Adam Cole. John Cena in the ring ready for a fight. But this trio is also ready to fight. The system has been shocked, and there he is, flanked by Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. There is Adam Cole, baby. And Adam Cole actually telling Fish and O'Reilly to go to the back, because Adam Cole wants to prove that he can beat John Cena on his own. Well, it's fair. Don't know how wise it is. Although Adam Cole is capable of beating anybody on his best day, he doesn't need the help of the Undisputed Era. However, Adam Cole would rather take the easy way out. That is not the case here tonight, however, because the former X Division champion Adam Cole, in the biggest match of his NLW career, possibly his entire career, here against John Cena at WrestleMania, and they lock up. Headlock, and now Cena with a leapfrog. It's Adam Cole who goes behind. Now with a victory roll, in for the cover, but a kick out, and now look at John Cena, going for the STF, but Adam Cole gets to the ropes just in time. And now Cole, taken over with a headlock takedown. Adam Cole cost John Cena a shot at the NLW World Championship. That is why Cena's not fighting for the title here tonight, and there's a cover. Has the arm hold. And now Cole. He said a few weeks ago that he wants John Cena to step aside. In fact, he's going to make Cena step aside. Those were the exact words, and you see that bulldog from Cena, who now goes for the suplex and now goes for the super kick. But a snapmare, and now going for the STF, but elbows free. And now Cena again going for the STF, but Adam Cole counters him. Adam Cole, only 30 years of age, is a top prospect here in this company, and look at that! He went for the leapfrog, but John Cena had it scouted and drop kicked him in midair. Now Cena with a snap suplex, goes for the cover, hooks the outside leg, but a kick out from Adam Cole. Cole holding his spine. And John Cena goes after him, but gets face full of turnbuckle instead, and a delayed vertical suplex from Adam Cole. Cena, a former NLW World Champion. If Adam Cole beats him here tonight, it would undoubtedly be the biggest win of his career, but he gets clotheslined out of his boots over the top rope there. And Cena wants him back in. But Adam Cole with an enziguri while Cena was caught in the rope. Now Cole comes back in with a cravat. Wrenching on the chin and driving it into his knee. Picked up again, and a back suplex that folds Cena's spine. John Cena, the first time he's had a WrestleMania match since our first WrestleMania, where he lost to Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, of course, going to be in the Metalweight Championship match against Tetsuya Naito later tonight. But for right now, Adam Cole wrenching on the neck of John Cena. And the fans don't like it, but Adam Cole is wise to ground John Cena. You don't want him getting any momentum on his side. And now, speaking of momentum, both men thinking the same thing with a crossbody, and both collide with each other. That was like two trucks, two cars driving into each other at the same time. We'll take a look at this again. Adam Cole taken to his feet and then off the ropes, a double crossbody, and both men get taken out. But who is going to be able to capitalise here? Punch by Cena, but another punch by Cole! And now dropped by knuckle shuffle perhaps. No, boosts his way free does Cole. Goes for the super kick though, but lands on his shoulders and the sit-out gustbuster from John Cena. Now Cena measures his man on the shoulders for the FU. The attitude adjustment coming. No. Victory roll from John Cena, I should say, from Adam Cole. Now Cena in with the cover and another kick out off the ropes, and there's a shoulder block. Goes for a second shoulder block. Oh my God, what a kick. What a super kick in midair. Adam Cole super kicking the holy hell out of John Cena as he went for the shoulder block. And now the Hoshigoroshi onto that knee. And Adam Cole taking the time to gloat to this audience. You see him choking John Cena in the ropes here. And booting that bottom rope into the throat of John Cena. Not wasting any time, but an elbow from Cena, who goes to second rope. He gets kicked out from underneath it. And now the backstabber compressing the spine of John Cena. Adam Cole, surprisingly, has taken the majority of the positive offense on his side, but Cena counters the suplex with a neck breaker. I don't think people expected Adam Cole to dominate John Cena as much as he has. 5-knuckle shuffle coming, but no! Crossface! Adam Cole turns the 5-knuckle shuffle into a crossface in the centre of the ring. Cole, is he going to get a submission victory here? No, Cena reverses it with a kick out, and now he's dropped. And here it comes, 5-knuckle shuffle from John Cena. Now he's setting him up for the attitude adjustment. FU coming on the shoulders but raking the eyes. And it delivers a DDT to get out of that attitude adjustment. And if there's anyone in this company that needs an attitude adjustment, it is Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era. But thus far, Cole has fared well for himself. Now he's going to put it away. Here it comes, Panama Sunrise, no. Back drops it. Misses the clothesline and a massive lariat. A huge Western lariat that turns Adam Cole inside out. John Cena creating some separation for himself as he tries to get momentum back on his side. Goes for the STF, but instead he's booted free. And look out! Drops him, brainbuster over that knee. The Hoshigoroshi variant effective for Adam Cole. And Adam Cole, baby, in control. Goes behind. Tries to lift him for the German, but a gutbuster reversal by the Doctor of Thuganomics. Adam Cole impressing everyone here tonight, but will be all for nothing if he can't get the victory. John Cena wants to put an end to this prospect of Adam Cole from the top rope with the leg drop, dropping his whole body weight across the neck of Adam Cole. Now Cole. Watch out, here it comes. Actually, adjustment, no. Flips out and lands on his feet. Goes for the super kick. Drops down into the STF. And now it's in the centre. Centre of the ring, the STF. Adam Cole has nowhere to go. Is John Cena going to make Cole tap out here at WrestleMania? Adam Cole inches away from the ropes. But is he going to tap? No, he gets there in the nick of time as well. Adam Cole just about getting his bearings about him. Cole though, still in trouble. And, hang on a minute. Wait a minute, that's Bobby Fish on the apron. I thought Adam Cole said he'd have this sorted. And here comes Kyle O'Reilly. But O'Reilly now on the shoulders. And 2 for 1. Attitude adjustment to both men. Look at the strength of Cena in that super kick. And the German. But a kick out. Adam Cole used his Undisputed Era buddies, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, to try and get an advantage. Going for the last shot, but Cena ducks. I'm going to go for the suplex. Oh, what a reversal! What a hurricane run by Cena in the springboard stunner! Now on the shoulders! And the AA! In for the cover! But he gets his foot on the rope thanks to Kyle O'Reilly. The referee didn't see that O'Reilly put the boot of Cole on the bottom rope. And Adam Cole saved by the skin of his teeth thanks to Red Dragon. Look at this again. The Hurricane Rana from Cena, then the springboard stunner. Finally, the attitude adjustment. It should have been over there, but Kyle O'Reilly was there to place the foot of Adam Cole on the bottom rope. And if it wasn't for that, Cena would have won this one. And has him with a hip hold. Smacks himself free and delivers the enziguri to the skull of John Cena. Now Adam Cole holding his ribs after that AA. Is Adam Cole going to go for that Panama Sunrise? It certainly looks that way. Waiting for Cena, but Cena's up. As Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish cheer on their man at ringside. Cena on the top. What is the plan here? Oh my God. Not from that height. Super AA from the top rope, maybe, no. Turns it over into a Panama Sunrise. Good God. From the top rope, spiking John Cena. Top rope Panama Sunrise. Spiking Cena. And Adam Cole has the knee exposed to the last shot. And Adam Cole has done it. Adam Cole picks up the biggest victory of his career with a win here tonight over John Cena. Fish and O'Reilly celebrate as Adam Cole picks up a monumental victory. And if it wasn't for the Undisputed Era, Cena may have won this. But the fact is, your winner is right there, and his name is Adam Cole, baby. Well, Cena, if he'd hit that Super AA, it would have been over. But Adam Cole reversed it into a beautiful Panama Sunrise from the top rope, then exposing the knee and hitting the last shot onto John Cena. And look at that, like a pack of hyenas. The match is over, and Adam Cole with a steel chair. What is this about? And they've got the Red Dragon with total elimination, while the chair was on the head of John Cena. You've proved your point, you've won. Now what is this about? Oh my God, no. No, not from there, no. Oh my God! Adam Cole stomping that steel chair on the head of John Cena. And is there any need for that? You won the match, you made your point, and instead opting to deliver a vicious beatdown onto John Cena at the conclusion of the match, stomping in his skull, and it's disgusting. It's horrific. And I hope that man is proud of himself. I hope all three of them are proud of themselves, because John Cena is in a serious way, but the Undisputed Era stand tall victorious. Welcome back to WrestleMania, and no, this is not a mistake. This is happening. It is a fatal four-way for the Women's Championship. Rosemary now has to contend with 3 challenges as opposed to just the one. Ember Moon, Bayley and Sasha Banks looking to take the title from Rosemary here tonight. How did this come about, do you ask? Good question. The Commissioner of Metal and NLW, Stone Cold Steve Austin, came together and decided that the best way to solve the women's division crisis and the chaos at the moment was to have this fatal four-way match. Originally, it was scheduled to be Sasha Banks versus Bayley, as well as the women's title being defended in a one-on-one match between Rosemary and Ember Moon. However, because Sasha Banks cost Bayley a shot at the women's championship by throwing in the towel, that is why we have this match tonight. And also, let's not forget, Sasha Banks was the last person before Rosemary to hold the women's championship, and she's still not got a rematch. Hence, those two women worthy of a title shot, as is this woman. Because ever since she debuted at the Royal Rumble to confront the women's champion Rosemary, Ember Moon has been undefeated. Can she use those winning ways and hit the eclipse on one of her opponents tonight to lift the women's title for the first time in her career? She is very popular amongst this audience, perhaps the most popular woman on the Metal brand. Sasha Banks looking into the eyes of one of the women she faces tonight. But you want to talk about popular? Here is somebody who is very popular among this audience. The horrible one, Bayley. It was at the Royal Rumble where she was assaulted by Sasha Banks and cost a shot at the women's title. That match was cancelled. And the next night, she had a shot against Rosemary, but Sasha Banks threw in the towel. And Sasha Banks, as the last woman to hold the women's title, in fact, Sasha Banks blames Bayley for losing the women's championship all the way back at the Metal G1 finals. Well, we've got 3 hungry women all wanting to vie for the championship, but about to make her way to the ring. A woman who has not been pinned since she's won that women's championship, the biggest prize in women's wrestling. She says that all of her opponents tonight will simply decay. And this past week she wanted to bury Ember Moon on Metal, placing her in a casket. However, Ember Moon runs out of the casket, and look out! Bayley started to throw a four-way with a bang, spearing Sasha Banks. Now Rosemary and Ember fighting on the inside of the ring, and Bayley and Sasha Banks, who are meant to have a one-on-one match here tonight, instead with a huge opportunity to win the women's title and a springboard clothesline from Bayley. These two singles women's matches being combined in a blockbuster event here at WrestleMania. The Exploder suplex in the corner and an elbow to the chest of Rosemary. As we said before, Rosemary won the women's title from Sasha Banks. And now the most popular woman on NLW weeks, the most popular woman on Metal. A roll-up from Ember Moon, but a kick out. And now hooks the inside leg. And another kick out. A crucifix pin. And once again, Bayley kicks out. But here comes Sasha Banks with a drop kick to take out Bayley. And an arm drag and a drop kick, beautifully executed by Sasha Banks. And it was at the last... Oh, look at this though. I spoke too soon. She went for the bank statement, but elbows are the way free. It was our last WrestleMania where Sasha Banks won the women's title from Lita. in a great match, and this is sure to be a great one as well. The backslide from Sasha Banks, but a kick out. And Rosemary gets hit with a leg drop. But there's Sasha Banks to boot Bayley in the face. Sasha Banks in recent weeks has used her allies, Naomi and Tamina of Team Bad, to try and get under the skin of Bayley, try and attack her before here tonight at WrestleMania. Bayley, who uses the springboard, oh my god! Sunset bomb, suplex combination, Ember Moon risking it all to take out two of her opponents. Absolutely incredible. And it's even more incredible considering the state that Ember Moon was in a few weeks ago at the hands of Rosemary, being locked in a casket and pushed off the stage on metal. Well, look at this again, using Bayley as a platform to spring up into a sunset flip, combination of a suplex. Sasha Banks probably got the worst of that one. And Rosemary's not looking good at the moment, but tilt-a-whirl and torpedoed into the second turnbuckle. Now Bayley watches on, another single leg Boston Crab in the ropes. Single leg Boston Crab working, wrenching on that knee. But here comes Bayley with a Frankensteiner, taking down Rosemary from the top rope. Bayley though holding her ribs as she goes after Rosemary. And look at this now, picked up, Bayley Buster. Variant of the Brain Buster to Rosemary, the women's champion, driven face first into the mat. Bayley avoids the dodge and an elbow to Ember Moon. Now Ember going to be thrown in a cartwheel into Rosemary. But here goes Sasha Banks with a springboard Meteora, flattening Bayley. These two women, former best friends, now bitter enemies. As Sasha Banks with a backstabber to Ember Moon. And look at this again, and slamming Ember Moon into the ring ropes, compressing her spine. Sasha Banks was the one who brought Bayley into this company, and now she wants to take her out. There's the Meteora, springing in from Sasha Banks, wiping out Bayley, who's in trouble on the outside, trying to catch her breath. Meanwhile, on the inside, stacking up Rosemary and Ember and delivering the knees. Now Bayley back up to her feet and slamming Sasha Banks, hanging her up in the ropes. Now Bayley trying to get back in, but look out! Oh God! What a power drive in the ring ropes, and there's Ember Moon to break it up. Remember, every woman for herself. The champion Rosemary doesn't even have to be pinned to lose her title tonight. Now Sasha goes after Bayley with a Meteora, no! Holds on and backs her to the floor. Pressing Sasha Banks, the legit boss, may have been legitimately knocked out there. And now Ember with a crossbody, but caught out. And the exploder from Bayley. Bayley is serious business here tonight. But so is Rosemary. With that heel kick right on the jawline of Bayley. And Bayley this past week had a run-in with The Undertaker when Sasha Banks fled the ring. And now a gutbuster. Things go bad towards the Bayley, but here comes Sasha with a Meteora. Tries to take advantage of the situation. And she does. The women's champ Rosemary is down. And now the bank statement. This is what Bayley has felt last week when she was assaulted by Team Bad. Now it's wrenched in. And there are no rope breaks in this fatal four-way. As Sasha Banks gets choked out as Bayley crawls to the outside. But the damage may have already been done. Bayley in trouble. Sasha Banks now running off the rope. Survey Suicida. Nobody home. Sasha Banks crashes and burns. Bayley moved out of the way in the nick of time. It's just as well she did, because she could have been taken out. She's only taken out here. Oh my God! Hurricanrana over the top rope. Spiking Bayley on the hard concrete below. This is exactly what these women are willing to do to win the women's title on the biggest stage possible here at WrestleMania 4. Look at this again. Tope Suicida. Bayley moved out of the way, but she could not avoid this. The head scissors over the top rope and the Hurricanrana sends Bayley flying. And now we are down to 2. The 2 women originally slated to compete for the women's title in a one-on-one match tonight. Now they're back in it. Oh my, oh, drill claw. The same move that Rosemary used to beat Sasha Banks to win the title in the first place. Spiking Ember Moon on the top of her head. And look out, it's the Red Wedding coming now into the Eclipse. The variant of the Eclipse, that stunner off the shoulders of Rosemary. And this is the opportunity that Ember Moon needs. Ember on the top rope. Look out! Eclipse, no! Holds on, another Dragon Sleeper. The same Dragon Sleeper that Rosemary used to beat Bayley several weeks ago on NLW. Now wrenching it in. Is Ember suffering a fast loss? No! Here comes Sasha Banks with a frog splash from the top to break up the submission. And now Canadian Destroyer. For the love of God, spiking Rosemary as well. Pop-up Canadian Destroyer. Right in the centre of the ring and dragged to the apron. Sasha, what is she thinking now? She wants her women's title back in the worst way. She's on the top rope in the Meteora. Wipes out Rosemary, but look out on the other side. Bayley coming on the top with the elbow drop off the apron. Bayley and Sasha taken out. Meanwhile, Ember Moon on the top rope, and there's the Eclipse. And we have a new women's champion. A brand new women's champion crowned live here tonight at WrestleMania. The reign of terror is over. Rosemary's title reign will decay because we have a brand new women's champion, and her name is Ember Moon. The Flame has been freed and a new women's champion has been crowned. We'll take a look at the replay here. The Red Wedding turned into the stunner by Ember, but after she was nearly choked out, Sasha saved the day. There's that Canadian Destroyer, then the Meteora, but Bayley was there to take out her bitter rival Sasha with that elbow drop. And then finally, the Eclipse on the top rope. Ember Moon scoring the pinfall and taking the Women's Championship from Rosemary. What a moment here at WrestleMania. What a moment in the career, in the life of Ember Moon. Finally, she's done it. In her first WrestleMania. Oh, but hang on a minute. Sasha Banks taking out Bayley, and there's Sasha Banks' friends. Team Bad Tamina and Naomi, who have caused havoc on the women's division in NLW, and this is despicable. Sasha Banks telling Naomi and Tamina to do her dirty work, and it's oh, what the hell's this now? Team Bad stand up, and oh my God, look who it is! That is the former UFC Women's Champion. She is Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's here in NLW, and she is taking it to Naomi. She is taking it to Tamina with a Samoan drop, and now takes out Sasha. And oh my God, the armbar, snapping the arm of Sasha Banks. What the hell is Ronda Rousey doing here in NLW? This crowd can't believe it. First we get a new women's champion, and now this, a pioneer in women's sports, is here in NLW, but I was about to say what she wants, and she points to exactly what she wants. What a way to make a statement, taking 3 women out at once and going right in the face of the brand new women's champion. Rowdy Ronda Rousey is here, and Ember Moon is up for a challenge. Welcome back to WrestleMania, folks. Another grudge match coming your way courtesy of the Metal brand. It is Y2J, Chris Jericho, taking on the Balor Club's King Prince, Finn Balor. This is one that's been brewing for months, ever since the Royal Rumble, where Finn Balor returned from his suspension, along with the Balor Club, to take out this man and cost him the Metalweight Championship. Chris Jericho, arguably, should be standing today as the Metalweight Champion if it wasn't for Finn Balor and the Balor Club. Week after week, the Balor Club have targeted Chris Jericho. This is all because Finn Balor believes he deserves to be at the top of the metal brand. Chris Jericho, though, he disagrees. And it all came to a head a few weeks ago when Chris Jericho picked off the Balor Club one by one. Of course, the Balor Club consisting of Finn Balor, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson and the Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tangaloa. This is a one-on-one match here tonight. It is about Jericho and Balor settling unfinished business. And as this red haze comes across the NLW arena, you know that we're about to see something vicious from that man, Finn Balor. The Demon about to be unleashed here tonight at WrestleMania. Although I can't say that his actions as of late have been anything less than demonic, anything less than sick. When he puts on that war paint, he changed it into a completely different character. And judging by his actions as of late, how much more vicious is Finn Balor willing to get in this battle here tonight against a legend like Chris Jericho? He looks into the eyes of Y2J, and a tentative start from both men. Misses the kick, misses the boot, and now a lockup. I'm sure that Balor deep down respects Jericho, but he has shown nothing but disrespect on the outside. He went for a kick, but now the walls, but Balor in the ropes. The Demon gets on in the nick of time and kicks himself free with shoulder block. Now off the ropes, big throw from Y2J, and a heel kick in for the cover, but a kick out by Balor. And Finn Balor. Now, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, what the hell is this? That's the henchman of Balor, Luke Gallows, and there's Carl Anderson as well. Now the Good Brothers at ringside. It was supposed to be a one-on-one match. As Balor picks up Jericho, here's another right suplex. In for the cover, but a kick out by Balor. And a drop kick from Y2J. And Y2J isn't going to let the distractions of Gallows and Anderson put him off his main focus, and that is to beat Balor here tonight and avenge the fact that he should be the Metalweight Champion here tonight. Look at that boot from Finn Balor, wiping out Jericho to the outside. Finn Balor kicking the hell out of Jericho. And boots him down as well. And Jericho in trouble as he gets kicked right in the sternum. And Jericho in trouble, may have winded him there, and Balor backing, oh hang on a minute. And now there's the Gorillas of Destiny as well. Two more members of the Balor Club are running to each other. Jericho escapes it, and now flying forearm. The GOD and the Good Brothers doing everything they can to put Jericho off his game. Even there you see Carl Anderson exposing the turnbuckle. Referee didn't see it. And Y2J goes face first into that turnbuckle that was exposed by Carl Anderson, the machine gun. And a machine gun dropkick in the corner for good measure. And a spin out gutbuster to Y2J working over those ribs. Jericho first winded by that boot from the apron, and now following that stomp in the ribs, you can see the abdominal stretch being applied to Jericho, who hip tosses his way out in the nick of time as well. Before any more damage could be done, but there's a chop from Balor. And another tilt-a-whirl backbreaker that targets those ribs. Finn Balor now on the apron, springing back in and stomping in the skull of Jericho. And if this continues, the referee may have to think about stopping it. After all, the odds are against Jericho here tonight, with all the Balor Club surrounding ringside. Going for paroxysm, goes behind, no. An elbow, free and a big boot to the back of the skull of Balor. The Demon knocked off his feet, and now Jericho trying to get momentum back on his side. That heel kick to the skull certainly rocked Balor, but there's Balor to meet Jericho on the top rope. And now wants a back suplex. Both men in precarious position, but turns around into a crossbody. Chris Jericho wiping out Finn. It has been mostly Finn Balor on offense recently. And part of that is because he has his buddies, Gallows Anderson and the Gorillas of Destiny, here at ringside. But there, Jericho managed to turn the tables a little bit. A crossbody from the top. But a chop from Jericho. Now off the ropes and a big back elbow that sends down Finn Balor. And you see his gang on the outside, but there's an Enziguri. Back kick and a huge lariat from Chris Jericho, wiping out Balor, turning him inside out. An incredible exchange from these two top athletes. Jericho trying to get some air in those lungs. The ribs obviously damaged, and a drop kick takes down Finn Balor. And look at the Balor Club on the outside, whinging and whining as usual, but here comes Chris Jericho with a big time crossbody to wipe out everybody. The Balor Club becoming a nuisance on the outside. Jericho neutralises them, but now Balor about to neutralise Jericho with a tope con hilo over the top. Flying through the air, wiping out Y2J. Incredible stuff. You can talk all you like about Balor's attitude and his viciousness, but you cannot deny he's incredibly athletic, as is Chris Jericho, wiping out the Balor Club, and then Finn Balor with a tope con hilo over the top. And I've just been informed, yes, the referee has ejected the Balor Club from ringside. Finally. Now it's one-on-one, but it may not be going on for longer. There's a coup de grace, but he misses. And boosts himself free. Now going for paroxysm, but needs himself out of the situation in the Tiger Driver. In for the cover, but a kick out by Balor. Balor with no, oh, look out! Going for the code breaker, but a sunset flip. In for the cover, and now right into the walls of Jericho. And there is no one from the Balor Club to help Balor now. But he doesn't need that help after he uses his leg strength to power out. Then the sling blade and that paroxysm dropping Chris Jericho on the back of his head. And stomping him on the spine for good measure as well. What is going through the evil mind of Finn Balor? The Demon with demonic intention on the top rope, but Jericho elbows himself free from the situation. And Jericho springing on! Lion Salt and a kick out from Balor. What incredible balance and poise from Jericho to jump off the top rope, jump onto the second rope and hit the Lion Salt. But you have to believe that that has done immense damage to his ribs. It may have been a last chance for Chris Jericho to get back into this one. Springing off the top with that beautifully executed Lion Salt. And Y2J on the top rope, coming off with a missile drop kick to Finn Balor, who flies to the outside. This is exactly what Jericho needs. A moment of separation. And he's going to dive at Balor, but goes right into the ring post instead. And a Finn Balor going to drop kick him into the steel stairs. And stomps on his skull for good measure. Another high-risk maneuver that did not reward Jericho that time. And now it looks as if Balor has wrapped the legs of Jericho around the ring post. Balor now on the top rope. Oh my God, he's poised and look at that stomp! Caving in the chest of Chris Jericho. My God, it may be over now. The referee may have to call it. Stomping in. Caving in that chest of Jericho. Watch again. Stomping through his heart. Unbelievable. And now it may be time to end it for Finn Balor. The guns are cocked and loaded. And the drop kick. Missile drop kick to Jericho in the corner. Now he's pulled to the center of the ring. And the finishing touch. The coup de grace from the top rope. The corner power bomb. The kick out right into the walls of Jericho. This time he's got it wrenched. There is no escape for Finn Balor this time. And look at all that pressure on the spine of Balor. Jericho now transitioning into that lion tamer, driving that knee into the spine. But Balor gets to the ropes. Only just though. What a fantastic match we're witnessing here at WrestleMania. Another one for the record books. Balor on the apron and kicks Jericho square in the face. Springs in for the code breaker. Jericho in for the collar, but a foot on the rope ensures that Finn Balor stays in the contest. That one foot and that one moment of great ring awareness has ensured the match continues for Finn Balor. But what more does Jericho have to do? That is the question. Springboard codebreaker, my God. But Balor's out. What more does Jericho have to do? He's asking himself this right now as we speak. Gonna go for another lion stomp. Oh my! Stomped in! Stomped in midair! And Chris Jericho hasn't moved. Dropping him on his head for good measure. With a bloody Sunday. And that's it now. There's a coup de grace. And Finn Balor's going to win this one. An incredible match. Well, I want the Darters to go down to ringside and check on Chris Jericho right about now. I think he had his head caved in at the hands of the Demon. Demonic intentions on the mind of Finn Balor here tonight. And it has resulted in Finn Balor picking up this monumental victory here at WrestleMania. In fact, Finn Balor continues an impressive unbeaten run at NLW WrestleManias. It was that first coup de grace that was caught into the powerbomb, then the springboard codebreaker, and there was the turning point. The Lion Salt, which got stomped in by Finn Balor, who then went to work on those ribs and neck, first with a bloody Sunday, and then the coup de grace, driving all of his body weight into the chest of Chris Jericho. And this eerie, hellacious match. Now the arena covered in an eerie, hell-like red haze. He's standing. That's the most important thing for Jericho at the moment. But I know, in his mind, he is going to be kicking himself after this loss. The Balor Club getting ejected from ringside. But Jericho couldn't defeat the Demon. The Demon reigns supreme. Finn Balor victorious here at WrestleMania. The Snake Pit is ready as the Viper prepares to battle the Rattlesnake. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the NLW Commissioner, goes one-on-one with the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. We know what Randy Orton is capable of. After all, he punted Stone Cold Steve Austin in the skull upon his return. And in his first singles pay-per-view match since his return, He has the biggest match of his career ahead of him tonight. He has not been fired by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin instead has said that he wants to challenge Orton to a match here tonight at WrestleMania. We've seen them battle. We've seen stunners. We've seen RKOs on cars. We've seen Austin thrown into the boot of a trunk and driven away by Randy Orton. We've seen Stone Cold Steve Austin go to Randy Orton's home and attack him there. But tonight, the mind games are over. They will fight one-on-one in the center of that ring on the biggest show in NLW history. The glass shatters and the Texas Rattlesnake makes his way to the ring with purpose. And Randy Orton wants none of Austin right now. He goes to the outside as Stone Cold Steve Austin revels in the adulation of this audience. Normally Austin will be preoccupied with the day-to-day runnings as the NLW Commissioner. Tonight, however, he puts that aside for only his third match in this company, and it's against Randy Orton. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Orton firing away on each other. And oh, look at that! Out of nowhere! RKO out of nowhere! But a kick out by Austin. I thought we were going to get the shortest match in WrestleMania history, but Austin kicked out of that RKO. And it did literally come out of nowhere. As we take a look at the start of this high-octane match, Austin looking for a Fez press, and then there was Randy Orton to deliver the RKO in mid-air, and now stomping a mud hole in Austin and taunting this audience. Now Randy Orton posing, but Austin comes back with a clothesline and a series of shots to a Viper, and now there was an elbow across the bridge of the nose. Randy Orton misses the clothesline. Austin looking for the stunner, span around into a backbreaker. And Orton already looking for a second RKO. Can he hit it? No, holds on. And Austin pushes in three, and there's the Fez press. Second time's a charm, and a series of shots directed at the forehead and the skull of Randy Orton, who gets clotheslined out of his boots. Stone Cold Steve Austin has only had two other matches in this company. They were against CM Punk and Sting. He won them both. But here tonight, a tough challenge against Randy Orton, who stomps the head in of Austin with those steel steps. Austin returned on episode 64 after being gone from the company for nearly 2-3 years. And he returned to take out Stone Cold Steve Austin, punting him in the skull. Austin was out for weeks after that. And Austin wants to get some revenge with that suplex on the rampway. And Austin's still going to have to be feeling the effects of the beatdown he suffered last week when he was thrown off the stage into that car by Randy Orton. He just got hit with a net breaker there. And now it is Austin. Where is Austin going on that second rope? But Randy Orton there to meet him and stop him. And so quick it's Orton on the top rope with the superplex. Drives Stone Cold down to the canvas. And Orton can take his time. He is very methodical in that ring. Off the ropes, but ducks under. And a leapfrog followed by an immediate drop kick, beautifully executed by the 6'4", 260-pound man. Orton outweighing Austin in this one, and using that power to his advantage, choking out Austin in the ropes. And holding him back. And a vicious club to the chest of Stone Cold. Austin held by his neck and dropped back in with that reverse DDT. That maneuver that almost like a reverse suplex. Now Randy Orton with a full head of steam off the ropes, but here comes Austin to cut him off at the pass. And Austin, not waiting any time to get on the offense from the second rope, delivers the elbow. Now a suplex maybe, but doesn't have the strength in his legs to lift up Orton, who suplexes Austin, and a massive punt to the bridge of the nose and stomping on the forehead of Stone Cold Steve Austin, delivering the back suplex. It has been such a frantic pace set from the onset of this contest. I don't see this one going too much longer. Goes for the RKO, but turned into a backslide, misses the clothesline and a scoop power slam from the Viper. And Austin in trouble now once again as the younger Orton delivers a knee across the face. Austin holding his head. Whipped into the corner, but a boot up from Austin. Now Stone Cold on the... Oh, hang on. Picks him up with that Alabama slam. Such velocity. Did you see Randy Orton's head bounce off of the canvas? But Austin holding his knee as Randy Orton follows up immediately. Has him held. But Austin trying so hard to hang on. Can he do it? No. Oh my God, a suplex on the outside. The momentum on the side of Austin. He delivers that suplex from the inside to out. Randy Orton crashing 10 feet to the floor there. And a monitor off the skull for good measure as well. Randy Orton may have been knocked out and oh my God, look at the stone on the announce table now with the RKO. Once again out of nowhere, that RKO on the announce table. And Stone Cold may be done for. That is the second RKO of the match, and it may very well be the last. Austin sat out for the stunner, but Randy Orton playing possum, hitting that RKO, and the table did not give way. The table didn't break. And Austin felt that full force in the face, as he's going to do right now with that DDT draped over the top rope. Third time lucky for Orton to strike. Can he hit a third RKO and end this one? No. Pressure reversed and Randy Orton landed cross first on the top rope. But at least Austin had the courtesy to take him off of it with that huge lariat. Now Orton gets crushed in the ropes. And Austin is now getting a measure of revenge. Stomping a mud hole in the Viper. And we know what's coming next. We know what Austin wants. Going for a stunner, but the boot caught. Span around, RKO, no. Now as it held, and there's a tiger suplex to Randy Orton. Orton landing on his head and neck. But elbows his way out of it. Now he's on the top rope. High risk. Crossbody connects, but Austin rolls through. And oh, what's this? Oh, a Southpaw driver. The very same move that cost him years of his career. Austin with the Southpaw driver to Randy Orton. And Orton doesn't know where he is. Stunner coming. No. Orton hangs on an RKO, but no. Austin's inside in for the cover, but a kick out. Just in time. Stunner! No! Once again down to the canvas. And what a punt to the appendix of Austin. And there it is! Third time! It's the chair! No, it's not! Somehow Austin kicks out. The rattlesnake still has some venom left in him. Well, a third RKO did not deliver the free count for Randy Orton. And now he's going to have to be questioning himself. A vicious punt to the ribs. The same force he used to kick Austin in the skull upon his return. And then that third RKO, but Austin kicked out. And now, Randy Orton berating Stone Cold. And just shoves him down, slapping him across the face. And oh my God, he wants to go for the punt. The same punt that nearly ended Austin's career. But Austin catches the boot. and rolls him back. Stunner, no. Boot caught. RKO. Off the ropes, misses the clothesline. There's an RKO, but a stunner to the back. And there it is. But Austin also on his feet, but not anymore. 3 stunners in a row. And Stone Cold Steve Austin picks up a victory. It didn't take too long for Stone Cold Steve Austin to be put in a measure of jeopardy. But it didn't take long after that for Austin to get his revenge and secure the victory over the Viper. Will Austin has been put through the ringer in the past few months. Thanks to Randy Orton, and tonight gets his revenge. He wanted to end Austin's career with that punt, but Austin scouted it with a boot. Then when Randy Orton went for the RKO, Austin was there to deliver a stunner, a backward stunner, in fact. Then the second stunner, Orton still on his feet, a third one did the trick, and that ensures the victory for Stone Cold Steve Austin. And you can see the eyes of Randy Orton. He knows he was just beating his own game there, and the eyes tell the whole story. Those evil eyes of Randy Orton suggest that there is unfinished business here, but for the time being at least, Stone Cold Steve Austin embarrassing Randy Orton in Orton's biggest match to date. Stone Cold is reigning as the commissioner, but tonight he reigns as your winner here at WrestleMania. The carnage here tonight continues with this incredible clash between the Cleaner and the Ministry's leader. It is the Ministry of Darkness, leader of the cult that has been terrorizing Kenny Omega over the past few weeks, The Undertaker, set to take on the Cleaner, the Alpha, Kenny Omega. And I hear the battle cry about to ascend on this arena. Kenny Omega, perhaps in the biggest match of his NLW career, here tonight, certainly the toughest match of his NLW career. And the one-winged angel, ready to fly. Is he gonna have his one wing ripped off at the hands of the evil dead man, The Undertaker? Kenny Omega, an incredible athlete, one of, if not the best wrestler in the world today. But he has a mighty task on his hands when he goes one-on-one with this man. Several weeks ago, The Undertaker returning, firstly attacking Kenny Omega, then assembling his Ministry of Darkness, and now he is here to take the soul of the Cleaner. He was a sacrifice here tonight. The Undertaker tried to sacrifice Kenny Omega several weeks ago, and tonight he is looking to end Kenny Omega once and for all. It's a matter of respect for The Undertaker. He knows, he said it himself to Pentagon Jr., one of his followers, that he cannot keep up with the young athletic talent such as Kenny Omega. So what does he do? He tweaks his style. He becomes even more vicious, even more evil, even going as far as to create an evil army to surround him and help him. But Kenny Omega, wasting no time, battering The Undertaker with a V-trigger. And again that V-trigger to the side of the skull of The Undertaker. And to the back of the skull as well. Kenny Omega, like a house of fire, now going right after the dead man with one winged angel, maybe no. Thrown off. And now a low bridge, The Undertaker sent outside. Now Omega comes running off the ropes, but here comes The Undertaker with a huge clothesline, almost decapitating Omega. Kenny Omega going one-on-one with the first ever NLW World Champion, The Undertaker. He has been here since the beginning. And Omega wants to try and do what many people are saying is impossible with being The Undertaker here at WrestleMania. It has been done. It can be done. But can Omega do it here tonight? And that boot does not register with The Undertaker, and we say it can be done. The old Undertaker could be beaten, but look at that. You see the power of that punch. The old Undertaker had his weaknesses. Very few of them, but he had some. I don't think this Undertaker has any weaknesses. And a kick out by Omega. We have yet to see this version of The Undertaker in an NLW match. And Kenny Omega is the first to experience it. A chop, and now trying to choke out The Undertaker from behind. But backs him down to the canvas. The power of The Undertaker. And now Kenny Omega working on cutting down the Phenom. Going after this leg. And Omega, clearly the fan favourite here tonight. But The Undertaker gets to the ropes in the nick of time. And there's the leg. Dragon leg sweep there. From Kenny Omega. The Dragon Screw. And now the drop kick to that knee. And this is a wise strategy by Omega. Chopping the big man down. But boots himself free does The Undertaker, who misses the clothesline. Now Omega with a go behind and a chop. Now off the ropes and a big time back body drop. You saw the elevation that Omega went up in the air for. And The Undertaker in control now. The Undertaker nearly outweighs Omega by 100 pounds. And he used all of that body weight, that additional body weight, to go and connect with old school. The Undertaker is old school in style. Kenny Omega is the new school. The Undertaker tries to combat it, but all he gets is a leg caught up in that turnbuckle and a big time V-trigger to the back of the skull of The Undertaker, and now picking him up, and a knee driven into the skull of The Undertaker. And Omega has to be quick, as you see here, that missile drop kick to the back of the skull. He cannot wait, he cannot let up, as he did at the start of the match with those several V-triggers. Now, you can't escape. No! The moonsault turned into the Hell's Gate triangle submission. This triangle choke. Now it appears that Omega cannot escape. The Undertaker trying to choke out Omega so he can have another sacrifice. But look at the power of Omega. Driving Undertaker with a powerbomb into the turnbuckle. The Undertaker sat up and boots himself free from Omega. And another boot, turning Omega inside out. Right to the back of the head. Now Omega prone, hanging on that apron. And the leg drop across the face and neck of Kenny Omega. The cleaner being cleaned out by the Phenom in this WrestleMania clash. And The Undertaker throwing Kenny Omega halfway across the ring. This is a very different man to the man we saw at the very first WrestleMania against Sting in that huge dream match. And this in itself is a dream match. The bear hug applied to Kenny Omega, but an elbow free. Now off the ropes and a big clothesline. My God, once again, uppercutting Omega and ensuring he does a full 180 twist. Choke slam coming, throttles him by the throat, lifts him up, and the Hurricanrana. What a counter by Omega. Quick thinking by the cleaner. And here it comes, Rise of the Terminator. He's thinking about a cut toe bear. Look out there, oh my! The strength of The Undertaker to catch him out. Catching Omega in midair and delivering the last ride on the ring apron. What incredible power. The fans don't like it. They don't like this new Undertaker. They think he's taking it too far. And where is he going now? Oh my God! Suicide dive, jumping, leaping through the air and crashing to Kenny Omega. If you see a 300-pound man flying at you through the air, in any normal match it'd be game over. I thought that was game over. The tope con hilo caught by The Undertaker into the last ride and then flying through the air. How often do you see Undertaker do that? Not very. Now we're back in to ringside for this action. And for the second time picked up. And the last ride to Kenny Omega. But he still manages to kick out. Somehow, some way, Kenny Omega still in the contest. Kenny Omega waiting. The Undertaker waiting for Kenny Omega. Chokeslam, no. Tiger suplex. Now Undertaker getting back to his feet. And the Kintaro Crusher. Hooks the outside leg, but a kick out from the Undertaker. Now remember this past week, Kenny Omega actually dressing as Pentagon Jr. as one of those druids to fool the Undertaker, and look out! He wasn't fooled that time! Went for the V-trigger, but got caught for the chokeslam. Kenny Omega took one chance too many. And this is it now. Surely, it's the setup for the tombstone. But trying to kick himself free is Omega. And right into the Poison Rana. What a counter to the tombstone, that poison spike Rana. And the Undertaker outside now. Kenny Omega running on the ropes. Here comes Rise of the Terminator. The tope con hilo over the side rope, wiping out the dead man. Wasting a little time to throw the Phenom back in the ring. Here comes Kenny. V-trigger right to the face. And here it comes, second V-trigger in for the cover. But a kick out by the Undertaker. But Omega doesn't let up. Another V-trigger. These are going to knock him out silly, surely. Here comes the One-Winged Angel, the finisher, no! One-Winged Angel position. But the Undertaker tightened the grip on those legs. And now we've got the Hell's Gate in the centre of the ring. He wants to choke out Kenny Omega live here tonight at WrestleMania. Omega, though, so close to the ropes and he gets there. He may be about to... If he's not passed out already, he will be there. And now the Undertaker wants to take advantage of the damage that he's done. Omega, oh no, wait a minute. Went for the leg drop but missed. And now a missile dropkick from Kenny Omega, sending the Undertaker to the outside. Now Omega, crossed wings, and oh my! No soul cut! And a tombstone on the floor! Spiking Kenny Omega on the concrete after catching him in midair. And thrown back in now. Oh no, it's not over. How? How is it not over? A foot on the bottom rope. And we've seen that several times tonight. That bottom rope has saved many a competitor. But I don't think it saved Kenny Omega from the beating that the Undertaker's about to give him. A second tombstone pile driver in the centre of the ring. No, Omega flaming his legs in. Oh, that's the pressure and the tombstone of his own. Kenny Omega with the wherewithal to turn around the pressure and hit his own tombstone. He is still in it, somehow. I have no idea how he's done it. But Kenny Omega, first of all, getting caught in mid-air with a moonsault, and then the tombstone on the floor outside. And as the Undertaker looked for a second in the ring, here it was. Tombstone pile driver by Kenny Omega. Omega doesn't know what he has to do. Oh, but the Undertaker sits up. Undertaker sitting up and boom! And the V-trigger to the face. And picked up with the pile driver. With both arms hooked that time. Omega shoots the trigger. And a massive V-trigger, that huge knee to the back of the skull of the dead man. And he may be dead after this. Is Omega going to kill the Legend of the Undertaker with a One-Winged Angel? No! Throttled by the throat! Turn around! Tombstone! Pile driver! But it's not over! The Omega! He kicked out! Somehow! He kicked out! And the Undertaker's fuming. He can't believe it! How in the hell did Kenny Omega kick out of the Tombstone? Picking him up now. Telling him to stay down. But a slap from Omega. That may have just pissed off the Undertaker. Poison Rana. But the Undertaker holds on. Oh my God! Oh dear God! A jumping Tombstone. 1, 2, 3. And it's over. Finally. Oh, for the love of God. Oh my God. Spike pile driver. And it's over. Absolutely incredible. But if after all those V-triggers and all that punishment that The Undertaker took, who can stop him? Kenny Omega nearly did stop him. First of all the V-trigger and then the knee. But then this, the throttling by the throat and the Tombstone followed up by Kenny Omega slapping The Undertaker across the face. That was a big mistake. Flipping Kenny Omega into a Tombstone position and then The Undertaker in a fit of rage jumping with the Tombstone. And Kenny Omega still hasn't made it to his feet. Kenny Omega is still down. And there are two members of The Undertaker's ministry, Connor, Victor, The Ascension, backing up the Phenom. Kenny Omega can't even stand at the moment. He looks at what is in front of him. That unstoppable force. Omega is just lucky he left tonight without his career being ended at the hands of this monster. Who can stop the Ministry of Darkness? Who can stop The Undertaker? Welcome back to WrestleMania. This match is one of the biggest in the career, the legendary career of Kurt Angle. He won the 4th NLW Royal Rumble to earn this opportunity tonight for the Metalweight Championship. However, he has to take the title from champion Tetsuya Naito. That is the prize that's on the line. The top prize on the metal brand. The first time that championship is being defended here at WrestleMania. And Kurt Angle wants to etch his name into history by becoming the first to win the Metalweight Championship at WrestleMania. He was undefeated in this company for nearly 3 years. He has only suffered a handful of losses. In fact, you can probably count them on one hand. His game is superb. But tonight, those wins will mean nothing if he cannot capture the Metalweight Championship. And about to make his way to the ring, the man who Kurt Angle has to pry the championship away from. There will be no taunting. There shouldn't be any taunting. No more throwing championships or medals in the garbage from Tetsuya Naito. That is how he has gone into the mind of Kurt Angle over the past few weeks. Ever since Kurt Angle won the Royal Rumble, Tetsuya Naito made it his mission to spit on, literally spit on Kurt Angle and his legacy, then stealing Kurt Angle's gold medals, throwing them in the trash. And it was this past week during the contract signing where Kurt Angle got a measure of revenge against Tetsuya Naito, driving the milk truck to the ring and hosing down Naito. But the ultimate revenge for Kurt Angle would be to take the Metalweight Championship, the top prize on metal, here at WrestleMania. It is a dream match. Kurt Angle and Naito lock eyes, and there's a slap from Naito. But Angle's having none of it. Olympic takedown, and this matchup underway with an emphatic start. Kurt Angle saying, bring it on. Tetsuya Naito cashed in Money in the Bank at the Royal Rumble to win the Metalweight title from Samoa Joe. And tonight is his first pay-per-view championship defense, and it could very well be his last. If Kurt Angle has anything to say about it, but Naito maintains control of their head. Now a shoulder block takedown. Off the ropes and a hip toss. And here comes Naito with a boot. Now the armbar applied by Tetsuya Naito. Tetsuya Naito earlier last year engaged in a bitter rivalry with Shawn Michaels. He's looking to put away another legend here in the form of Kurt Angle, who hits a backslide and a kick out and now goes for the ankle. There's Tetsuya Naito to kick himself free, and Angle is going to be looking for that ankle lock, his signature hold, as Naito goes to run after him, but instead takes the time to taunt. You don't want to be taunting when you're in there with Kurt Angle, who delivers a vicious headbutt to Tetsuya Naito. And it was Naito who debuted at our last WrestleMania, winning Money in the Bank. And that was the briefcase he cashed in to win the championship he holds now. But Kurt Angle wants to take it, and he takes it to Naito with that belly-to-belly suplex, throwing Naito right outside. And the Japanese sensation, oh look at that, spits in the face of Angle, who tries to punch him but punches the post instead. Now Naito going for Destino on the outside already, but an Angle slam. Not even 5 minutes in, and the Angle slam right on the ring post to the spine of Tetsuya Naito. Kurt Angle, a legend in this business. Tetsuya Naito on his way to legendary status, but take a look at this again. Had the Destino scouted and hit the Angle slam, wrapping the spine of Tetsuya Naito over the ring post, and there's a suplex, leaving his feet for it. Now Naito picked up and whipped hard into the turnbuckle, and Naito slumping back down with his hands behind his back. Angle delivers the belly-to-belly suplex again. And Angle not relenting, go for another belly-to-belly, but Naito tries to fight back, but Kurt Angle there to chop him down by the throat. And Naito with a series of shots, but an uppercut by Kurt Angle, but there's a boot up. Tetsuya Naito, look at that step up Enziguri and a neck breaker. He is so quick, so fast, and he demonstrated that right there. And once again takes time to taunt his challenger, the man who won the Royal Rumble, to earn this opportunity. Choking him out now. And Kurt Angle, hit with an atomic drop and the single leg drop kick, takes down Kurt. The Olympic gold medalist who had his Olympic gold medal stolen by Naito a few weeks back and then thrown in the trash. We heard what both of these men had to say a few weeks ago as well regarding this match. There's a combination from Naito. Kurt Angle said this is the most important match of his career. Tetsuya Naito, on the other hand, had nothing to say other than the fact he was going to make Kurt Angle submit. Oh my, no, look out! Went for a Frankensteiner, but Kurt Angle held on. Now he's got the ankle lock, but a roll through from Naito. Naito off the ropes, goes for the diving clothesline, but turned around into a German suplex, crumpling the vertebrae of the champion. Tetsuya Naito. Kurt Angle has him pointed out. Now on the shoulders, and I'm going to choke him out instead. And a rolling kick, capoeira kick from Tetsuya Naito, and that may have knocked out Kurt Angle here. Kurt Angle's beaten everybody there is to beat in this company except Tetsuya Naito. And Naito, look at the Stardust Press. Wants to end it, but Kurt Angle moved out of the way. And Angle now going for the Angle slam here, but arm drags his way out of it. Naito, a slick counter for that one. Now going to go for the no, even thought he was going to pose, but instead delivers a tope suicida. And Los Ingobernables will be watching on as Naito continues to take the fight to the Olympic champion. Once again, watch this. Through the ropes, clattering Kurt Angle. Angle has a storied history at WrestleMania. He is undefeated at WrestleMania. There's a Gloria. Neckbreaker, but a kick out from Angle. Angle in his 3 WrestleMania appearances defeated John Cena, Drew McIntyre, and Roman Reigns. He wants to add Tetsuya Naito to that list and win the Midnight title for the first time. And it was almost over, but Angle had it scouted. Destino nearly hit on Kurt Angle, but Angle threw him off and delivered the lariat. Now on the apron. I don't like the looks of this. But Tetsuya Naito, oh my god. Angle wants the German Naito off the apron, but Naito elbows his way free. And a clothesline turning Naito inside out on the apron. Everyone will tell you it's the hardest part of the ring. And Naito didn't need that to be told to him. He felt it firsthand. And what the hell is this? He's on the second rope. Oh my god! Nice German suplex. Throwing Naito about 10 feet in the air. And he landed right on the top of his head. If the referee, he may have to call this one off. Watch this again. Had him held by the hips and a deadlift. German suplex. Naito landed right on the top of his head. And releasing him, and now, not again, another German suplex. Naito's out on his feet. And a third. Another trifecta of Germans. Naito's done for. And what is this now? Where in the hell is Kurt Angle going? He's on the top rope with a moonsault nobody owned. Couldn't connect. Destino, no, on the shoulders. But a tornado DDT. Reversal from Naito, who runs off the ropes and delivers the flying forearm. Just like that, the tables have turned. Tetsuya Naito now with a hip lock. Oh, but now Angle going to go for another German. Goes for it. But a victory roll from Naito. Has the leg hooked. But a kick out. And no, he's got the ankle. And with the Enzuigiri but missed. Misses the lariat though. Catches the boot. Misses the NZ. But comes back with a kick. Now back to his feet. Are we going to see it? No, we're not. Thought he was going to go for a sling man of some sort. But a released German suplex. Once again, crumpling the spine of Naito, who's taken so much damage to his back. And he's about to take more damage to his ankle. The ankle lock applied in the centre of the ring. But Naito scrambles to the ropes. He knew where he was and he knew he was in trouble. And he got there in the nick of time. Naito on his feet and look at that arm ring. And the tornado DDT. Now Naito, where's he going? More high risk. He's running to the top rope. Now he's just waiting for the Olympic gold medalist. But he springs to the top. And a belly-to-belly throw. Halfway across the ring from the top rope. In for the cover. But a kick out from Naito. Absolutely incredible what we're witnessing from these two warriors here tonight. Naito and Angle. Both of them competing in the match of their lives. All for the Metalweight Championship. Running to the top rope with such speed and agility. And then a release overhead belly-to-belly suplex. And now Angle. Looking for that Angle slam he used to win the Royal Rumble to get this opportunity. But a sunset flip. In for the cover. And a kick out into the ankle lock. Rolls through into the ankle lock. And now he's got it wrenched in. There's no escape. Tries to roll through but hangs on. Kurt Angle continuing to apply pressure to that ankle. But Naito rolls himself through it again. And now Angle on the second rope. And a step up. Poison Rana. Spiking Angle. And Destino. But Angle kicks out. Angle somehow, someway, stays in this contest. And Tetsuya Naito cannot believe it. These fans cannot believe it, but there is still a fight in that Olympic gold medalist. He is Kurt freaking Angle, and he withstood this. First the step-up poison runner from the second rope. Then the Destino, and that was a variant of the Destino. Usually, he sweeps his legs forward with it, but only had the energy to muster that. Now a second. Destino going for it, but holds on. Now going for the DDT. Instead, Northern Lights suplex. In for the cover, but a quick kick out from Naito, the champion, out on his feet. German suplex maybe, no. Lands on his feet. Destino! No, it's not! No Destino! Turns it into an ankle lock. And this time he's on the floor. And this time, seizes the leg around the leg. And the ankle being wrenched back. Is Naito going to tap out? He's so close to the ropes and pulled away. Pulled away by Angle. But now rolls into a pin. Rolls it into a pin, but a kick out. And now back to his feet. And the Angle slam. And another kick out. What will it take to put either of these men down? And you can hear this audience. They're not happy. They want to see Kurt Angle finally win the big one, win his first title here in No Limits Wrestling. Look at the replay again. Great counter to the Destino with the ankle lock. And then when he rolled right back to his feet, wasted no time hitting that Angle slam. It's put away many in the past, but it's not going to put away Angle. I should say it's not going to put away Naito at this moment in time, but that could change. Kurt Angle though, he knows the Angle slam was his best move. But what's he doing now? 450, but the knees are up. How often do you see Kurt Angle crack that one out? And he stomps him. And Naito spitting in Angle's face. And a slap across the face as well. And the headbutt from Angle. Naito with such disrespect. And the boots himself free of the ankle lock. Now, Tiger suplex hits it. But a massive Western Lariat. Comes back at him. This may be Kurt Angle's last shot. Angle slam. No, it's turned into a Destino. But Angle still kicks out. Two Destinos. And still Kurt Angle isn't down. Naito with a third Destino. Is third time going to be the charm? Yes it is. Tetsuya Naito retains the Metalweight Championship of the world. Incredible contest from start to finish. Here at WrestleMania, we expected nothing less. But at the end of the day, it is Tetsuya Naito who stands victorious. Kurt Angle suffering one of only a handful of losses here in this company. Let's look at the replay of this incredible contest. Naito with the disrespect spitting in Angle's face, who headbutted him down instead. Angle felt no effects of the Tiger suplex, hit a lariat. Then, when he went for the Angle slam, Naito expertly countered to a Destino, and then the third and final Destino was the charm for Tetsuya Naito. He retains the Metalweight title here tonight. And you can see the anguish, the pain etched on Kurt Angle's face. He was knowing, going into this matchup, that this may be his last shot at the big time. He won the Royal Rumble, he earned this opportunity. And unfortunately for Angle, tonight was not his night. This night, in fact, belongs to that man. He is cocky, he is arrogant, but my God, is he talented. That man is still the Metalweight champion. Kudos to Kurt Angle. He tried, but Naito is still on top of the mountain. Welcome back, folks, to the match you've been waiting for. It is the main event here at WrestleMania 4, a triple threat contest for the NLW World Championship. Seth Rollins puts the title on the line against both the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan. It is a match for the ages, and we've been waiting for it since the number one contenders tournament to crown a number one contender for the title ended in controversy. About to make his way to the ring first is the underdog. Many insiders in professional wrestling credit Daniel Bryan for not only the Yes movement, but a movement for wrestlers smaller in stature. He changed the style of the entire business. And tonight, can he, as a pioneer of technical wrestling in the United States, can he fulfill his destiny and win the NLW Championship here tonight? It is not going to be an easy task, and he knows that. And we mentioned earlier the number one contenders tournament ending in controversy. It was Bryan who went to a draw with this man. It has been a tumultuous year for the King of Strong Style. But here tonight, can Nakamura cap off what has already been an incredible year and win the NLW Championship live here tonight? He oozes charisma. He has a swagger about him that is unmatched in professional wrestling. He is Michael Jackson crossed with Freddie Mercury. He is flamboyant, but he is also vicious. He's one of the most lethal strikers in the game today. And the King wants to sit atop the throne as the NLW World Champion. But can Nakamura do it here tonight? That is the question. He looks into the eyes of Daniel Bryan, who has no good feelings towards Nakamura. After all, it was the draw, the double knockout in the number one contenders final between these two men. After that, Nakamura low-blowed Bryan, claiming that he should be the only one to challenge this man here tonight. We'll go into more detail about how this match came about momentarily. But first of all, he was ready to burn it down. Here comes the NLW World Champion, the Architect, Seth freaking Rollins. And Rollins, at the last WrestleMania, won that championship in spectacular fashion. And he has since gone on to defeat the likes of Edge, Pentagon Jr., Randy Orton, Bret Hart, the list goes on and on. Can he withstand the biggest challenge to his title reign to date in the form of Nakamura and Bryan? He is very, very confident heading into this match. Arguably the greatest NLW champion of all time. He holds that title proudly, but for how much longer? He holds it, and it may be the very last time he does so. Bryan, Nakamura, Rollins. The main event of WrestleMania is underway. And look at these three men staring each other down. And we saw what happened last week on NLW with Bryan and Rollins getting into it. But now, both men set their sights on Nakamura, who this audience does not favour in this contest. And now a clothesline, misses, Northern Lights suplex, in for the cover, and there's a knee to break it up from Nakamura. It is going to be fast-paced, it is going to be difficult to call at times, but it is the WrestleMania main event that we have come to expect. Bryan with the leg scissors. Bridges up. And now bridging up again. Has him held with a sling blade from Seth Rollins, and the number one contenders tournament was held to crown a number one contender for Rollins here tonight. And Nakamura with a boot. He was in the final along with Daniel Bryan, who rolls up Nakamura and a kick out. And now Bryan with a big kick to Nakamura's face. But an arm drag takes out Bryan, and that number one contenders tournament ended in a double knockout when Bryan hit the Psycho knee at the same time as Nakamura's Kinshasa, and Nakamura getting a bit cocky, but Rollins lands on his feet. At the end of that matchup, of course, Nakamura with a low blow to Daniel Bryan. He feels it should be a one-on-one match, and it is at the moment. Goes for the knee. Got a roller by Rollins, and the world champ, and again another knee. But there's Rollins with the NZ. And ever since that tournament concluded, these two... Oh my god, look at that! From the top, missile drop kick, but there's Rollins to break it up. Ever since that tournament ended, these three have been at each other's throats. It is on display here tonight. Snapmare from Bryan, but a punch by Rollins off the ropes and takes out the leg. Sweeps it, stomps it, another surfboard from Daniel Bryan. Bryan stretching out Rollins, but where's Nakamura going? Oh my god, a stomp. Stomping the ribs of Rollins in that surfboard as Bryan gets whipped to the corner, floats over, and comes off the ropes and right back into the kick from Nakamura. Nakamura telling him to bring it off the ropes, and there's a drop kick from Rollins. The world champion didn't get to be world champion without learning a few things, and now marking Nakamura. Rolls him up, kick out. Now going for that revolver knee, but boots himself free. And now a headlock suplex. Driving the back of the skull of Rollins into the canvas, but a snap suplex from Bryan. The American Dragon, a technical wizard, in that ring. German suplex. And a second. Now going for the trifecta, which is up for the cover. Look out for Rollins with a frog splash. Frog splash from the top rope from Rollins. Wipes out Bryan and makes sure that he keeps on to his title for now. Remember, there is no champion's advantage. He can lose the title without even being pinned. And for the powerbomb. Rollins tries to fight it. And a code red. Pop-up code red, but a knee from Nakamura to break it up. Another vicious strike. Now Rollins trying to find some solace momentarily. But here comes Nakamura with a knee on the apron. It was last week at the conclusion of a match between Rollins and Randy Orton, and Nakamura low blowed Seth Rollins, and Rollins proceeded to lay out both of his challengers with curb stomps, but at the moment it's Nakamura who's laid out by that tope suicida from Daniel Bryan. Nakamura wiped out as Daniel Bryan gonna try and take advantage, but he's not gonna be able to, as here comes Rollins with a tope con hilo over the top rope. The world champion wiping out both of his challengers here. But Rollins may have hurt his own knee there with an awkward landing. He's going to try and shake it off for now though. As we take a look at the replay, Daniel Bryan flying through the ropes with a tope suicida, and then the world champ Rollins, the architect. Beautiful tope con hilo over the top rope, wiping out both men. There's Nakamura on the outside, and that's what you got to do to win this one. Incapacitate one man, get advantage on the other one. There's the buckle bomb, but chops himself free. Just Bryan. Now victory roll. And a kick out into the yes lock. The yes lock, the label lock, whatever you want to call it. It is registered now. Is Rollins going to tap out and lose his title? He's so close to tapping, but Nakamura preventing Rollins from tapping out and ensuring that the match continues. And a tiger suplex from Daniel Bryan. He's going to the top rope. What is the plan though? Going to go for that diving headbutt. Oh my god! Diving headbutt doesn't connect. Instead, Bryan dives right into the boot of Shinsuke Nakamura. Bryan's already had to retire once because of concussion-related injuries. He doesn't want to have to do it again. That was brutal. And Nakamura with a knee strike right to the gut. Nakamura now surveying the damage and once again driving that boot. Such disrespect of Nakamura. Nakamura has been very disrespectful in recent weeks. And Rollins knocking the disrespect out of him with that floating blockbuster. And now wiping him out, taking him out on the apron. It's been quite an even matchup so far. Not one man has taken the advantage yet. That could change. Could change with this apron move. Gonna go for a suplex maybe, but there's Daniel Bryan with a drop kick, wiping out both Nakamura and Rollins. And they're both on the outside. Bryan's already gone for high risk once. He's going to go for it again. Another tope suicida, maybe no. Caught out, but both men have thrown over the announce table. Bryan, the second time wasn't a charm. He got caught out and thrown over here on the announce table, and now he's placed by Rollins. Look at this, Rollins and Nakamura working together. Running knee along the announce table, wiping out Bryan. But that's not all. What is Nakamura telling Rollins to do? This is an alliance I didn't expect to see. Where the hell is Rollins going? Daniel Bryan, he's out on the announce table, and oh my god, don't do this. Rollins on the top rope, oh my god! Seth Rollins with a jumping elbow drop off the top rope, 10 feet flying through the air, crashing through the table and the chest of Daniel Bryan. But Nakamura not keeping up that alliance, stomping him in the steps. As we take a look at this again. From the top rope, Seth Rollins with an elbow drop to Daniel Bryan. Bryan may be taken out momentarily as Nakamura and Rollins fight in the ring. Reverse exploder suplex. Now Nakamura measures his man. Wants to go for the Kinshasa. Sets him up. Goes for it but misses. And a prison spike Rana from Rollins. Could have had his head caved in had he not thought of that quick counter. Now Rollins once again going to the top rope. What's the plan here? We've seen him pull this out before, but not very often. Phoenix Splash, no! Gets right into the triangle choke. A triangle applied by the MMA expert Shinsuke Nakamura. But Rollins tries to block it. And look at the strength, picks him up with a buckled bomb. And the revolving knee, the whipcord, in for the cover, but a kick out by Nakamura. The King of Strong style, with a strong kick out from that incredible flurry of offense from the champion. Now wants to go for that curb stomp, but doesn't hit it. Naka moves out of the way, and the reverse heel kick. That roundhouse. And now measures him up. Gonna go for the Kinshasa, and he doesn't get into the back of the skull. Goes the outside leg with Daniel Bryan with a diving headbutt to break up the pin. He caved in the skull of Rollins, but Bryan was there to make sure the match continued. Now Bryan looking at the psycho knee, but and there's that powerbomb onto both knees of Nakamura. Here it comes! Oh my god! Brutal knee to the back of the neck, and now Nakamura with another series of knee strikes directed at Bryan's abdomen and head. It's gonna be over. Kinshasa, no! Super kick and the curb stomp. But Bryan breaks it up. Bryan there in the nick of time to break up the pin. And the German suplex, Rollins lands on his feet and hits the enziguri instead. It was very nearly over. Rollins very nearly retaining the world title. But Bryan was there to make sure the match continued. Now on the top, superplex. Right into the Falcon Arrow. No! He's got it! The lapel lock, centre of the ring. Rollins has nowhere to go. Rollins has nowhere to go, and Nakamura is not in sight. Is he going to tap? Oh, no, he nearly did. He nearly tapped out. And trying to get some leverage, and oh my god, picks him up. And the Kinshasa. Bryan wiped out. And then Nakamura with a Kinshasa. But Rollins kicks out. Rollins somehow, someway, is still fighting. How the hell did he kick out of that Kinshasa? Nakamura can't believe it. But he can't sit there, thinking what if? He has to stay on the man. Stay on. The world champion, but here comes Bryan. to stop the Kinshasa. Now the LeBell Lock is applied central of the ring to Nakamura. Is Nakamura going to tap? No! Reversal into a pin with a kick out. And now Bryan wants to do a psycho knee, but Nakamura fast to the outside. Bryan is gutted. Nakamura can't be capitalised on with a curb stomp. Bryan's in for a cover, but a kick out. This match is incredible. Your main event of WrestleMania continues. Bryan kicking out of the curb stomp. Well, what a series this was. First of all, a Kinshasa that sent Bryan flying. And then the Busaiku knee, Bryan couldn't capitalise. And that allowed for Rollins to come in, stomp in the skull of Bryan. But the American Dragon kicked out and is still in this fight. Now Rollins wants that ripcord, but turned around. German, and lands him flat on his face. Overhead release. And now Bryan with a series of yes kicks. Last one doesn't connect. Now throws him, but Nakamura with a low bridge. Bryan on the outside now. Nakamura goes after the world champion. And Rollins with a ripcord knee to Nakamura. Nakamura with a Kinshasa to the back of the skull. All 3 men are down. What will it take? Nakamura still in it. Oh God, what a kick from Daniel Bryan. Bryan has him in his sights. Busaiku knee, no, Kinshasa but caught. We nearly had a repeat of their last match together. But when Nakamura went for the Kinshasa, Bryan had it scouted and hit the knee bar. It is hooked. But kicks himself free, does Nakamura. And Nakamura going for the Kinshasa, but ducks it. Oh, no, it's Busaiku knee. Wiping out Nakamura. Rollins now. Springboard into the Busaiku knee. But he kicked out. Oh, and a yes lock. Straight into the yes lock. How the hell did Rollins kick out of that knee? That mid-air knee colliding. And now wrenches back and no, he has to. He taps out. Daniel Bryan is your new NLW Heavyweight Champion of the World. What a match. What a finish. Daniel Bryan has finally done it. After being pigeonholed as no more than an opening match wrestler, he worked his way up the ranks here in NLW despite losing efforts. He is still clawed his way back, got momentum back on his side, and it is cultivated here. Well, let's take a look at the closing moments of this matchup. Bryan with the knee bar, then Nakamura went for the Kinshasa, but Bryan ducked it and hit the Busaiku knee, and then Rollins tried to spring his way into the ring, but Bryan was having none of it, hit the Busaiku knee, and even after Rollins kicked out, he could not withstand the pressure of being put in that LeBell Lock. But take nothing away from the architect Seth Rollins. It was an incredible championship reign, perhaps the best in NLW history. But a new chapter has begun tonight. The American Dragon is going to be yesing for months to come, surely, as he celebrates on stage as your brand new NLW World Champion. Rollins put up a hell of a fight, so did Nakamura. But tonight was the night of the Dragon. Daniel Bryan is your new NLW World Champion. What a night it's been here at WrestleMania.